Three billboards stand weather-beaten and rotting away on a dusty road outside Ebbing, Missouri. A grieving mother hell-bent on the deliverance of justice for the brutal fate of her teenage daughter forks up the cash to keep her cry for vengeance loud and clear to all who can read. Raped while dying. Still no arrests. How come, Chief Willoughby? The man in question is Bill Willoughby, Sheriff of Ebbing, devoted husband and father of two. All of which he has to lose as he fights a futile battle against pancreatic cancer. The introduction of the billboards to his tumultuous final days adds but another stress. Mildred's billboards are a statement taken none too kindly by the local townsfolk. They're inappropriate, good for nothing besides stirring unrest and dredging up a story from the past the community would rather forget. No one takes offence more than Dixon, a maverick cop under Willoughby's command. He shares the popular opinion that the Ebbing police force have done all in their power to bring the perpetrator to justice, and as a result of that staunch affirmation, he responds to Mildred's accusation of complacency with what can only be described as sheer wrath, taking aim at her and anyone who stands with her. Three billboards, three warriors, a vengeful mother, a dying soldier, an overcompensating racist and bigot. They each lead lives of polar opposites from one another. This makes it impossible for them to see eye to eye on just about any subject, all but one, because they share a single similarity, and that is the fact that they use their rage to hide from their inner conflict. Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is about a woman engaging in an all-out assault on everyone and everything, declaring war on the world, get in her way, or take a disliking to her way of thinking, and suffer the consequences. But her tough-as-nails exterior makes it difficult to peel back the layers that reveal a past of domestic violence and submission to a repulsive ex-husband. She's torn apart by the guilt of losing her daughter whilst in her care as a single parent, something her ex relishes in reminding her of, insinuating that her failures as a guardian are what led to her tragic demise. Chief Willoughby puts his uniform on every morning knowing that while he is expected to remain the hero figure the town has always seen him as, he cannot ignore the fact that his illness renders him weaker with each passing sunset, and he worries. He worries not for himself, but for his wife and daughters, who will have to bear witness to a slow and painful deterioration in the coming months, which has resulted in a battle of conscience, constantly questioning himself over what his next move should be. Dixon is a vile man whose torturous interrogation tactics of minorities have become the talk of the town. He is so violently repugnant, it's easy to write him off as a one-dimensional villain, a fittingly ferocious counterpoint to McDormand's incendiary portrayal of Mildred. But it's not long before he too is revealed to have a side that suggests there is more than meets the eye. Dixon is a man in his 40s, not long off hitting 50, and he spits his venomous attitude at everyone around him to hide his shame of still living under the same roof as his mother. Moreover, his life is still dictated by her to a certain degree. He embarrassingly admits to being held to a curfew and is heckled by Mildred by attributing his sense of authority to his mother's incessant life coaching. Three Billboards is a film so full of hate and profane anger, it should serve to do nothing but repel the viewer. It presents a world full of vicious, volatile people, the damage they cause, the aggression they breed, reinforcing the notion that anger begets greater anger. But on the contrary, it invites us in. It is beautiful because it reminds us that people who cause pain to others do so because they have experienced unimaginable pain themselves. Despite their bulletproof facades, these people have hearts of glass, so fragile that the slightest of pushes causes a shatter of 1,000 pieces. The baddest of them all turn out to be the most insecure and vulnerable. Time has healed their cuts and bruises, but some wounds run deeper than the skin. During a poetic sequence of calm where Mildred is visited by a deer, which may or may not be her daughter's soul, reincarnated within an earthly spectre, she questions the purpose of its appearance to her. Is it here to let her know that everything will be alright? Or has it come to confirm her suspicion that there is no God and the whole world's empty and it doesn't matter what we do to each other? As she reduces to tears under one of her billboards, amongst the flowers she has planted as one would decorate a gravestone, we see why Mildred is wrong to feel this way, to believe that all hope is lost. And the reason why are the billboards themselves. The rage, the passion it took for her to put them up proves that what we do to each other does matter. Like a beacon to her daughter's memory, they stand as a reminder that a great injustice has been committed. She is the victim of a crime which has gone unsolved, and will remain so if Mildred lets the town hide from its demons. Her undying hope that these boards will inspire the police force to try harder is what makes all the difference. After life has beaten her down time and again, that hope, however small, has managed to remain. This solitary moment of reflection, meditating on the loss of a girl she loved more than anything, represents the film's greater message. That yes, anger begets greater anger. Anger is what drives and poisons these characters in equal measure. But if they are to allow themselves the luxury of respite from the torment aggression carries with it, then they are to embrace love. For with love comes calm, and with calm, thought. The thought that justice has been done. Whatever good may come from an act of hate is good enough.